when you talk about patriotism, when you talk about love for country, you will talk about Chief Iwuanyanwu. I recall when the opportunity came for the headship of the APES Igbo Social Cultural Organization came up. Of course, the choice of Chief Iwuanyanwu was unanimous. Nobody challenged it. And that to tell you the kind of person he was actually. I recall there was also a time he wanted to be president of Nigeria. If I say that he's that best president we never had, I don't think I'm making any mistake. You know, he was ready to serve the entire Nigeria. And we were surprised to wake up one morning to hear. In fact, it was a call I received from somebody who ordinarily I would not describe as a friend. But because of what happened, he had to go out of his way to call me. And I was surprised to see the call. I picked, he wanted to confirm if what he heard was the truth. Well, he didn't know that he was actually the one breaking the news to me. But I had to cover up. I said, well, sadly so. So we have indeed lost a leader. We've lost a nationalist. We've lost a national icon. And we want to indeed pledge our support to this committee. I know that great men have been selected to drive this process. And I was not surprised when you talked about people like Ayo Adebanjo, Olusegun Obasanjo and their likes showing interest to be part of this process. I'm not surprised. And we also expect people from different parts of the world because he indeed touched lives positively across the globe. I know that these funeral activities, so many people are going to be part of it. And we can assure you of our preparedness to extend the necessary support to ensure that he's given a befitting burial, befitting of his status, actually. So once more, I want to thank you for accepting to do this job. You can also bring us on board because we are all part of it. We're talking about our leader. So anyhow, in any way you want us to equally come in and play one or two roles, I know that we are very much ready and available to do so.
In the course of the activities connected with the burial, ideas about immortalization has come up, which will then be warehoused and addressed later. Now, immortalization, at least from the private conversations we've had in this connection, is not about building a statue. It's about getting people to know what that man lived for, what he represented, and therefore encouraging the younger generation to externalize and carry this forward so that the Iwuanyanwu legacy is what you'll be seeing when you look at people. And I'll cite one that came up in that conversation. At the age of 40, Iwuanyanwu was at his peak. At the age of 35, he was one of the names you hear in Nigeria, and you know you're talking about somebody. But we now have a country where people who are 50 are not only thinking they are too young, they are grumbling and looking for who to dash them money. So holding up that icon, in fact, part of the suggestion was there should be a youth, as the burials are coming to a close, there should be a youth leadership program in Imo State where they will be shown a youth who was a success story at their age, where they will be told what he did so that they will emulate him. So immortalization is, in addition to monument, is more about getting people to see what he represents, because if they replicate what he represents, you're bound to have a better society.
Is given the maximum publicity that it deserves. Like he said, we are kicking off with the event in Lagos, which is on the 16th, on Wednesday, with the Day of Tribute. Then after that, we're now coming to Abuja on Friday is the 18th. So I think that is the one now that will require presence, to ensure that that event is given the maximum support it deserves. So what we're doing here is start with consultations, to reach out to our various constituencies. And after this attempt, we're going to reach more stakeholders along the line to ensure that everybody's on the same page with us as we get to the grand finale, which is on the 1st of November.